Good afternoon, Mrs. McWilliam. You, there's a dispute settlement right now going on in the kingdom, Dutch kingdom, and we've noticed that you've taken a very central role in the negotiations. Could you give us an update on how the agreement is coming along, and if the Netherlands agrees with us?
Yes, certainly we have been fighting for this for more than 60 years. And, but I think in 10-10-10, during the new Koninkrijk, Dutch Kingdom, we saw that this really got really written into our constitution, the statute. And since then, you have seen several years that the parliaments of the islands and Netherlands come together, and we talk about it, we agree about it. The most important details about it, it has to be the geschillenregeling, dispute resolution, has to come from an independent organ. It has to be has to have ground within the statute, and also it's very important that it's binding, because otherwise you don't have a good resolution outcome out of it, and you will still have that the Dutch government will have the last word. But last year we were happy there was a draft made by Staatssecretaris Mr. Knops, but pretty enough it wasn't what we have hoped during last 8 years, working hard and agreeing, going forward, getting to what we finally agree in 2016 in a motion in our Tweede Kamer, the House of Representatives in Holland. It was far what we wanted. So what we did last week, 2 weeks ago, we went to Holland. We went to lobby with our colleagues in Den Haag and try to convince them the importance to have those 3 points that I just mentioned. That's been binding, an independent organ. The base has to be our constitution, the statute, so we can really get a real resolution that is from the year 2019. I mean, it's impossible that we cannot have something like this in the kingdom, and kingdom is a country that's always for everything what's independent organ, democratic, transparent. So it's really a pity. But I must say that right now we have talked to them. They really know what our issue is. They're really looking forward to see the amendments that we have on this law that was presented by the State Secretary, Mr. Knops. So we hope that in the first week of July, this law will be handled in the Tweede Kamer, where all these members will have the opportunity to also agree with our amendment that we have on this law.
Do you think the trip you made last week, do you think it was successful?
Definitely, yes. Definitely, we have spoken to many colleagues all the parties in the parliament in the Dutch Tweede Kamer. You know, there's some that like a VVD. They will stay with the way to see things. Yes, you respect that, but most of our colleagues, they understand, and they still don't understand why we still have such laws that at the end the Dutch government has the last word. This is not anymore of this time of living in this 2019. We cannot agree on those things, and they accept it. And I hope that in July, the first week of July, they will agree on our amendment, and maybe we can get also from the 150 representative in the Tweede Kamer, we can have more than a half, so we can get this amendment and get what we have been fighting for together the last 8 years.
Because VVD is the ruling party, so you're not even going to try to get them on your side?
Yes, we did, of course. We talked to everybody. That's lobby work about it. We talked to everybody, and yes, at the end, they decide, so...